Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
Hi, I'm Kathleen DiResta, and we're sitting at K DiResta Collective in Sea Cliff, New York. This is my shop that features artwork by local artists, as well as my jewelry and photography. I started out studying fine arts in New Paltz in college, and I loved doing sculpture and drawing, and I ended up getting a job with a jeweler in the neighborhood. After working in a studio for a year or two on the Lower East Side, I started a gallery similar to this called DiResta Gallery in the East Village. I moved to Sea Cliff, and then when I started getting to know more people in the neighborhood, I decided to open up this collective so I could feature my work and artwork by other people in town. The biggest difference with having my store here on Long Island versus the Lower East Side is that I live in the community and I'm connected to everybody in the community. So the word of mouth is huge, and it's much more successful because people have heard about it and they know what to expect when they come in. When I'm designing my own collection, I am always inspired by simple shapes, maybe the leaf shape or a teardrop shape. I make one piece out of wire and then I make a casting of it. So then when I get 8 teardrops back, I'll solder them together in a different pattern, maybe add a gemstone. So far it's been a really positive experience. I feel like people are more conservative with how they spend their money. So what I've done is kind of changed what materials I use in my jewelry collection. So I used to use always 18-karat gold and sterling silver and diamonds. So now I'm doing more brass and gold filled so that I can have a price point for everybody from $20 up to whatever they want to spend. I feel very lucky that I grew up in a creative family. So my father always had a wood workshop in the basement. This store is also my studio where I create jewelry. And I share it with 2 other artists. One's a printmaker and one's a jeweler. So I feel great that we can all share the space. I've always loved being in a creative environment, so to see Vivian's artwork on the walls or to see the way Jackie would create a piece of jewelry that's totally different from me is definitely inspiring. So every few months I switch out the artwork on the walls and I switch out the art and jewelry that I feature. I would say my jewelry is geometric, modern, and playful. And I'm often attracted to the shape or the texture of the bead and the boldness of color. So I try to keep it a little different and keep it interesting. I feel like it's important to keep things fresh here. So for the artwork on the walls, I'm rotating it every 2 or 3 months. And for the jewelry and crafts that I bring in, I say it's short term so that people know that anything that they like may not be here forever. In the last 3 or 4 years, I started taking classes and really getting to know my digital camera. I started with film and black and white photography, so that was a very different process, and I feel like I learned a lot with the digital photography. It took my work to a whole other level. All these years of attending weddings from friends, from family, I was always there with my camera and often giving it as a gift to the couple. And very often people would say that you did a better job capturing the day than the people we hired. When my son was a bit younger and I'm meeting new friends in the neighborhood, I always, again, had my camera with me, and I ended up just turning the camera to other friends' kids, and it was the same thing. They said, "You got a great picture of him in the park, would you mind coming and do portraits of the family?" So that's how it started. So again, I feel great that I can do that I can capture really beautiful images for friends and for clients. So it's making the connection and introducing people's creative endeavors to the public.